This lesson will familiarize you with Jerome Bruner's discovery learning theory. I will highlight the key elements and briefly provide an overview of this theory. I will finish with an example of discovery learning that I use in mining safety that supports agriculture. At the end of the lesson, learners should be able to accomplish the following learning objectives: state the key points, articulate the 3 modes of representation, and state the 3 phases. To begin, discovery learning is based upon social interaction with the learner's peers and learning environment. It differs greatly from a traditional classroom-based rote learning experience. Let's talk about some key points about discovery learning. The instructor must guide the lesson for it to be effective. If it's unguided, it's not as effective. This can be done by providing detailed directions and learning aids. Then the learner works through the lesson, establishing touch tones and identifies relationships. They arrive at their own conclusions and discover the information. Third, it encourages problem solving as the learner moves through the lesson, troubleshooting their way to a solution. They journey through successfully solving the issue and unsuccessfully as they learn from both experiences. And finally, timing is key, as the learner needs time to move through their lesson, to work through solving any issues or accounting for new information, and to reflect on the information. They must have time to soak it in. The 3 modes of representation are, first, that the learner must be able to tie new information to prior knowledge. They have to build upon past experience or knowledge. Second, there must be a distinct order of the information given to the learner for it to be effective. And third, this theory applies to any age learner. You can apply this approach from preschool to an adult learner. Depicted here in this image are Bruner's 3 phases. Enactive is where the learner tries it out. They get their hands on it. Then iconic is where the learner sees images or icons to receive the information. And finally, symbolic is where the learner hears languages or sees symbols, and this is an abstract manner of receiving the information. Discovery learning that I use is around the topic of ground control at a mining site which supports agriculture. Instead of lecturing and teaching learners by rote memorization, I incorporate some discovery learning and give them the opportunity to get their hands on it to help them construct their own knowledge about the subject. We use kinetic sandboxes and cutouts to explain the different procedures around a mining site. Learners work through a scenario like this one with their sandboxes and the cutouts to learn more about the process of staying safe on ground. Now that you've completed this lesson on discovery learning, you are able to recall the key points of this theory, explain the 3 modes of representation, and comprehend the 3 phases. I want to thank you for joining me for my example of Bruner's discovery learning theory.